Hello students, this video is recording the guidance for the project phase 1 only. So firstly the margin you should set up, the left should be 1.25 and right should be 1 inches and top and bottom is 0.75 inches, and this front sheets I've already shared in the zip file. So here you make sure that you are giving the guide designations properly, and this header should be same whichever I shared in the zip file you have to use. And here all your title of the project as well as the team members, and here you have to give properly bold and unbold, make sure you are giving properly. And 2024-25 year also you should give the space. And for the project guide you have to mention the project guide, and the project coordinator you have to mention properly the designation as well as their coordination what they are doing. Okay, and in the declaration also same way you have to follow. And this content I've shared as it is, try to mention, and your guide name should be proper, Mr. or Mrs. And acknowledgement, make sure you are giving your guide and coordinator as well as your is or are based on there. And abstract should be 100 words or 150 words, which should be off of the page enough. And this should be always the times Greek word 12 means small letters only you should use, and this should be small letters only, small numbers. And this I have shared same content you have to keep. And this chapters contains only 7 chapters, and the reference will not be having any serial number, and this inside content is not mandatory, you can remove if you are not willing to include. Okay, only header is enough, no need of 4.1 4.2. Okay, and the list of figure, and here it should be fig dot only. Whenever you are reference using the small short form, you should use fig dot, and this is the way you have to represent. And the table also, table number 6.1. okay, and whenever you are giving any figures in the inside the content, you have to describe the figure properly. This figure is for what, like that you have to describe. And the header and footer, coming to header and footer, the header should be with the title, and this side the year it should be 2024-25, and the space should be given properly, and it is Times New Roman 12. And here chapter 1 normal case, it is of size 16, and this is introduction of size 18, and the space should be less, it should be reduced here. And inside content is all Times New Roman 12, and the spacing is 1.5. okay, and the margin should be maintained properly. And the footer, it should start from the beginning of the header, means whatever the border you are given properly, it should be starting from this side, this space should not be there here. And the department of CSE BTI Bengaluru 35, and this is the page number. Okay, and their space you should give properly between the lines, make sure you are giving. And the bulletin should be throughout the document, you should use the same bulletin. If you are not willing to use the bulletin, you can use the Roman number like I, double I, like that. Roman numbers, small Roman numbers you can use. And every para should start with the tab, make sure you are starting with the tab. And here figure number, and should be fig dot space 1.1, whatever the first chapter means, it should be 1.1, then colon and the title of the figure, and it should be center line Times New Roman 12 bold. And the figure you should include in the border proper way, such a way that it looks clearly. Then chapter 2 literature survey, make sure all the literature chapter names are in the bold and the capital letters. It should starts with the tab. And the literature survey, as it is a phase 1, the literature survey is the main agenda, so you have to include all 8 papers very clearly. So each paper should be of minimum 1 page, and whatever the table you have included in the PPT or review, that table also you have to include in this chapter 2. And how to write, see the first author of the paper, ETAL dot and 1, the same one whatever the paper you are referred here, that should be referenced in the last reference page in the same order how you are giving in this literature survey. So make sure, and here you should add more content about the literature paper, whatever the reference paper you are referring. So include all the papers, all 8 papers, and minimum 1 page data of each paper, what is their architecture, what is their algorithm, everything you have to include. Then chapter 3 objective, you can elaborate all your objective. This is a perfect way of representing the figure name. Fig dot, the number, colon and the name. And here there is a spacing problem, give the spacing properly. Chapter 4 problem statement. Chapter 5, it should be architecture or the design, not both. Okay, so mention it any one of it, either one of it. And chapter 5 it is. Then chapter 6, results and discussions. And this is a table. So table name should be on the top of the table, and table 6.1 colon and the table name, it should be center and Times New Roman 12. And here table is not a short form, it is a complete form, so no need of dot here. And the table header should be bold. Okay, so this is the table content, and try to align all the data in the middle, not like in the top corner. So cell alignment you can use. Okay, so like this you have to give tabs for all the data types, and between the space you don't give the enter between the paras, just use add space after the para or before the para, it will give proper alignment to the data. And same bulletins you have to use. Conclusion, make sure you are starting chapter from the same corner wherever the border is starting, so this is again the wrong way. And conclusion, and here also so much space is there, use the space, add space after the paragraph, and tab you have to give. And don't include the future enhancement as a next chapter, just include here only 3 to 4 lines of the future enhancement. Okay, and this is a reference page, and here don't give the space in the footer also, try to start from the where the border starts. Okay, then reference, this is the way you have to include. Add the table. Okay, include the serial number in two columns. Make a table of 2 columns where had first row column with the serial number, second column with the data, and make sure that this is the only reference which you are referring in the literature survey. Okay, and this one you make it as a align the data as a top corner and remove the space between the serial number as well as the data. Now these are the references, you have 8 references, and whatever the references you are specified here should be used within the document, and this spaces and all is not proper. Okay, make sure you are all doing it properly. Now you see this is the first author, which is N. Shawnee, and second author, second paper first author is N. Mustafa. So if you go and search in the literature survey, it should be same. See, you are given some other paper here. This is not the right way. You have to give the same number with the first author name and the same content of the paper you have to include. And here you have given only 5 references, but still you have mentioned in the references 8 references. Again, that is also a wrong way. So make sure you are giving the same references and same number in the literature survey. Document should refer properly. Okay, so these are the some instructions I would like to give. So make sure you are watching it again and again, do it properly with the given guidelines, and even you can follow the video guidelines. You can search directly guidance to project document with you, so you can Google it, you will get the data. Thank you, students.